I'm Dave Cathy, the Food Dude, and I'm standing out in front of the Steak and Catfish barn, way up here in far north Edmond on the way to Guthrie. This is where Maria Vitale and her husband Dino Smalley have been putting out catfish, hand-breaded every day for, well, not quite 15 years, because they started out making Italian food. But when they started doing catfish, everything exploded. Here to tell us all about it and why they're going to close at the end of August is Maria and Dino.
Well, first of all, we lose the lease. We do lose the lease. Our lease is up. And it's just been a really good run, you know, doing this. It just wears you out at these 14, 15 hours a day. Wouldn't you say, Maria?
Yes, well, it's hard. When you have to do all the work, you know,
Sure.
It's very hard. But, you know, what are we going to do? We lose the lease and there's nothing else we can do. And we don't want to start all over again.
Right.
But the reason why we chose to do catfish and skip the Italian, because they were built so many houses around here. At that time, there were nothing. We were in the country. We're not in the country anymore. So we say, how are we going to do it to attract all those workers to come and eat here?
Yeah.
So that's how we come up with the idea to do.
And it's an Oklahoma staple. I mean, it's you know,
Catfish.
steak, potatoes, and catfish. You know, people Oklahomans are real particular about their catfish, and they'll tell you if your catfish isn't any good. And they kept telling us, this is the bomb. This is really good.
Well,
So we kind of critique the breading.
The recipe took us a little bit to make it perfect, the bread, because all the secrets is in the breading.
Sure.
And it took us a little while to figure it out. And we taste until we didn't open until we were perfect. So you don't want to start something and then you're going to
Actually,
change.
you know, it's funny. Let me tell you how I got the breading down to a T. I had to go to Gulfport Seafood and visit Don and Jason, you know, down on May there. And there was a guy that was in a BMW, a convertible, okay? And Maria was inside, and I got to talking to him about breading. And he told me of an ingredient that he put in there that I'm not going to tell you. Okay? And he said, and he put this one ingredient in there that he put inside the breading that made all the difference, okay? And after we did a little bit of research on it, that particular ingredient that we put in it, the people have a taste for it on their palate. Okay, it makes their palate. It's something that they eat in other foods. Okay, and they go, oh, I know my tongue, you know, my palate knows this taste. And ever since I started putting that ingredient in it, it was like, man, this is like nobody else's catfish, isn't it?
Yep.
And it was all from that guy down at Gulfport Seafood that was in his golf shorts, okay, and was buying fish. Okay, I'm telling you. We were busy before Adam from Man vs. Food came here. And I mean, there has to be some reason why he came here, okay? I mean, he just didn't pick us out of the blue. Then right after that, we thought, oh, they're going to just show the show one time. Well, we're still in the mix. They're still showing the show.
We did over 2 years.
At least twice a month. It's been, what, 2010, right?
Yeah.
So they showed it all 2010. They showed it 11. They showed it 12. And they're still showing the show. Because people will call, I just saw your show. And we know when they say that you better get ready for tonight.
Yeah, because that line
just will pack it out. And then you can see the hits on your website just jump up. I mean, there's a zoom. Just like that. So Saturday, 31st of August, last day. I mean, it is the last day, and then we're gonna have a big auction. It's not an on-site auction. It's actually they do the auctions a little bit different now because we have so many items. Not just the items here. We have some other items that we're gonna put on there. Then eventually, you know, make our way up to New Jersey and then to Italy. Because we have a house in Italy. I mean, that we've had for about 10, 12 years. We've had a house there that had it furnished and that kind of stuff. And believe me, we used to go every year. We closed right around Christmas and go for about 20 days. And I don't know why we went, because all we did was slept, right?
Well, we were so tired. The first week we can do nothing.
You can't do that. All you do is just sleep, you know? We've been fortunate because a lot of the kids that were kids when we started this now have kids. And they were so used to coming here when they were small, and now they bring their families with them, which is nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well-
So that's the only part that I miss.
Yeah.
And I kind of
Well, sure. That's
being
what I
kind
was
of
going to say. Is
emotional
there
a little
any?
bit, especially in the last week.
The last week, all the people that we know that come by here, some of them come by here 2-3 times a week, and some of them just pop in to just say, hey, hello, and they walk into the kitchen when we're not open yet. They know, they'll come in at 9-10 o'clock, drink coffee, and, those are the people I think that we'll miss the most.
Yeah.
That are
It
loyal,
will
just
be,
loyal.
I think in the last week it's gonna be a little bit more sad. Now we're excited because we're gonna retire. We have a chance to do whatever we wanna do and not be here 15 hours a day working, But the last week I think we're gonna really feel sad.
Sure.